Hey, it's me Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching my episode 11 and 12 of PitBabe season 2. I have to preface this, but I've seen episode 11 already. I went on a trip with a bunch of BL fans, my friends, who love BL. And we went to the Heart Killer fan meeting and a bunch of other different things as well too. Yes, but that means I also watch a lot of BL with them when we're like at night, right? So because of that, we watched ABO Desire together. We watched PitBabe season 2 episode 11 and The Next Prince episode 11. So I've seen all of that, but at the same time when I'm with other people, I'm not honing in on theory making. I'm just like watching, you know, and enjoying the time, right? And having like the shock reaction. So I decided, okay, instead of just making like a recap video, I'm gonna do a rewatch and definitely gonna like more hone in on like what's happening, theory making aspect of it. And then we're gonna watch episode 12 together, which I have not seen episode 12 because it just came out today. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna do the same for The Next Prince. And then for ABO Desire, I'll talk about it a little bit more when we watch those on my Patreon, which will be coming out. I wrote it down. I wrote down a nice little list this morning of like what I'm gonna do tomorrow, Saturday. I'll watch episode 1 and 2 of ABO Desire on my Patreon, exclusive. So if you're not subscribed there, go ahead and do that, and you can watch ABO Desire with me. But yes, we're gonna watch episode 11 and 12 of PitBabe. So without further ado, let's go. Oh, I totally forgot. Me and my friends did watch episode 10 of the PitBabe together as well too. Yeah, because we skipped last week. But yes. Rewatching episode 10 made me realize, okay, I try to like give Alan the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh my god, you know, and I was like, my first watch of episode 10, I was like, okay, like, he has his reason. I still think he has his reason. Like, in the moment, you know, his emotional state, he's like mentally not well, okay? Like, he's struggling so hard and he's feel like he disappointed so many people. Like, yes, but at the same time, it's dumb. Like, he's the reason why he's dumb. I was thinking about it, like, Dean, out of all people, you want to save Dean, honestly. Just thinking it back now, like, what benefits does Dean have for your team? None. So, doing all of this, risking your life for a experiment that only worked one time so far, with Tony, out of any people, Tony? Honestly, the more you watch the episode, the more you realize that was a fucking stupid idea. You are an idiot for doing that. There are so many other options that you could have done. But once again, he was a desperate man. I hate this so much. Okay, I saw this scene on Twitter, I was at the airport waiting for my friends, and I saw this. Was it the airport? No, it was not the airport, sorry. I was like waiting for my friends or something like that. I saw this scene, I'm like, bro, no. Because I wanted like them to be happy, you know, happily ever after, you know, proposing and married, but not in this circumstance when Alan is being controlled by Tony, and he's lying. You know, super hypocritical. Alan was all like, you don't tell me the truth. Like, we're a couple. We need to tell each other everything. And bros here all doing all this lying and proposing. Like, sir, shut the fuck up.
3 วันมึงจะบ้าหรือเปล่าถ้าเลือดชาลีมาไม่ถึงฉันแกตายส่วนน้องๆแกทุกคนก็ตามไปเจอกันในนรกแล้วกันนะ
Okay, I'm sorry. Alan, what did you expect from Tony? I'm sorry, you mean like 3 days? That's not enough time. What do you expect from him though? Like, he's crazy. He literally gave you powers so you can because you made a deal with him. Of course you're gonna, like, this is a dumb question to ask. I'm sorry. I'm getting too mad. I need to stop myself.
แต่มึงต้องยอมปล่อยตัวดีนกับเคนตะฉันเป็นคนที่รักษาสัญญาอยู่แล้วพี่เบฟอยู่ไหนอะทุกคนไปไหนกันหมด
Is he supposed to be talking, or is there like multiple planes of him so you can't see him, like his mouth, or is he thinking about this? Or is he hearing those sounds? Oh my god. Totally forgot. Creepy.
เนี่ยร้านมันเข้ามาพี่เป๊ปตามตื้อทุกวันเลย
Oh my god. Not the time. He has amnesia. Bro can't remember shit. You're scaring him.
จำได้ไหม
No. Look at him. I don't think that's safe, though. Oh, but Jeff doesn't know.
ขอโทษนะพี่พอดีผมยังไม่ค่อยอยากนอนกับคนที่ยังไม่รู้จักดีอ่ะผมอยากนอนกับเจมมากกว่า
Oh, that hurts. Oh, no, no, no. Oh.
พี่ไม่เห็นอะไร
Oh, God. Finally. Call him out.
ไอ้เบ๊บพี่ไม่เห็นไอ้ดีกับเคนตาถูกจับได้ไง
Not him walking away. The audacity. This man heard you and you decided to walk away? Hey, he's like, not talking to you.
ไอ้เบ๊บ
Bro.
พี่ไม่เห็นไอ้ดีกับเคนตาถูกจับได้ไงกูไม่ยอมทำตามที่มึงบอกหรอก
You don't have a
วัน
choice.
นี้กูจะมายกเลิกข้อตกลง
You don't have a choice. He literally has your life in his little stick. Oh my god, Alan. Okay, first of all, they're showing us that he got shot. He does have super strength ability, but like, does he have recovering abilities? I feel like he does have recovery ability because he's like, it's Tony's blood. So I feel like he will be okay if they show it in the screen. But at the same time, I do think Alan is gonna die at the end of the series. There's too much build up to him like sacrificing himself so many times for him not to die, logically. But at the same time, like, do I really want him to die? I don't really want any of them to die, other than Tony and Winter. But like, I don't know. We'll see. We have one more episode left. There's 13 episodes of the series. Next finale. Honestly, we gotta see. But yeah. Kind of disappointed. We didn't see much of Kim and Kenta today either. My favorite couple. But yeah, that's my reaction to episode 11 and 12 of PitBabe. And I just really have to say, episode 11, when I was rewatching it, like, honestly, I just get frustrated. Like, I understand where Alan's coming from, and I explained in episode 10, like, he's so desperate in finding a solution, and just, he feels like he like, you know, like, I'm like blanking on the word, but like, he let down everybody, you know, that, like, in him, like, there's, like, logically, it does not make sense, and I use a lot of logic when we're watching, there's a lot of logic in our thinking and processing, but for Alan, the logic is out the window because he's so desperate into finding something, so, like, even here, like, to him, I don't, like, he's not even thinking about another way, he's, like, here, is not doing the way he wants to, he thinks he's in control, logically, we knew that he's not gonna be, no matter what, he literally, the little staff thing is in control, okay? Like, Tony has been controlled the entire time. But, like, to him, there's some kind of, illogical, like, ideas coming into his head because he's so desperate in thinking it. He thinks he's able to save everybody. He has this kind of, like, savior feeling, you know? Once again, like, he is the leader of this pack, this family that he needs to do whatever it takes to protect them with, and to him, what he's doing is right. But, like, if you think about it logically, it's not, and, like, we can't really, like, if you're thinking about Alan's perspective, you can't really have any logic, because he's desperate. But if you think about it with the logical, yes, it's very dumb, it's stupid, and it doesn't make sense many of the times either, especially, there's certain things here, and I've seen a lot of people talk about, kind of, like, the story, and I've kind of, like, glanced over the kind of slightly logical thing, because, like, having powers and, like, being an alpha, it's already slightly, like, not logical in the sense, you know, this kind of like mystical element to the story anyway, so I'm kind of like skipping over those things that here or there that does not really make much sense, but like, you know what, it makes the story work, it's fine for me, and I could overlook that. But I think in the past 2 episodes, the whole Alan character's arc and his change in his character, and just like the emphasis on him a lot of the time does not really fully make sense. And even this episode, in episode 12, where there's a scene where, like, okay, we have to use, like, okay, I think there's a group of people who do want to see more powers being presented in the series, and I do too. I want to see more powers being used, because your characters all have some kind of special powers, and we're not seeing that in a lot of, like, fight sequences or any of that. It's just more a lot of talking. So, like, wanting to see more power is cool, but at the same time, in this episode, like, the use of the power was so stupid. Like, I understand Charlie has very cool powers now. He has double the powers. He has the sense powers and the seeing the future. But, like, logically grouping together and saying, I need you to take this and see where this unlocks. It's from Wei, and there is a creepy looking box in Wei's front entrance that has a keyhole that we clearly saw in the scene where he called out Chris, and you just never decided to check. And also the thing is, Pete has been in Wei's apartment multiple times. We've seen that before. So for the fact that he didn't even put two and two together makes no sense to me. And it's like certain things I can overlook, but this part, just like, you tried really hard to show off this power thing, and like, doesn't make sense because in turn it's like risking Charlie's life as well too. So it just like bothers me so much. Like, there were so other ways you spent so much time doing that, and it's like, you could have just thought a little bit more. Yeah, that part was like, ugh, god damn it. And then also when Alan went up to Tony, he's like, I'm done with this deal. I've been breaking this deal. Like, he's told you so many times that he's in control, and this deal, there's no way out of this deal because you already took the serum. And he waltz into the lab, and he's like, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. Bro. I have no comment. You know, we're done. We're done with talking about Ellen. No, we're moving forward. And then at the ending, you know, I like it. Not the ending. I like the middle part where, like, they kind of, like, told Jeff about Alan, all that kind of stuff, where, like, they just, like, saw, like me in episode 10, like, seeing where Alan's perspective's coming from, like, why he decided to do all this. Like, he loves us so much, and he sacrificed himself to make sure that you guys are safe. Are they really safe? Not really, because, like, Tony is Tony and all that kind of stuff, but, like, just, like, seeing his side, I like, instead of, like, getting mad, I think, is also really logical, because, like, if you're thinking about it logically, like, getting mad isn't gonna solve anything. Like, be mad later on when he's safe and everything. Be mad later on, but, like, in this moment, like, they understand where he's coming from and kind of sacrifice that he's made, and then, like, moving forward with that. Okay, like, Alan's already sacrificed so much. We need to create a plan and do our action now, and they have more information now. So that, like, for me, I kind of, it was a touching moment for me too. And so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much for my reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media link down below. See you next time. Bye.